This is a 2011 Focus?
Yep. No, it's 2012 actually.
2012.
Yep. So it'll be
nice.
out early next year, but it's a 2012 model year.
Okay, very nice. Wow, beautiful.
And then,
It is
yeah,
really
the technology
gorgeous.
you're looking at here is MyFord Touch.
Unbelievable. Now, the MyFord Touch operates on Microsoft Auto 2.0, correct?
Yeah, yep. So that's the platform we build it on, but all the
Okay.
software is actually developed for it
By
internally.
you guys. Okay, fantastic.
Yep.
So please go ahead, give me a quick rundown of
Sure.
how it works.
So with MyFord Touch, what we're looking at is an all-new touchscreen here. So this is an 8-inch touchscreen. There's one 4.2-inch screen located in front of me, and that's controllable with this 5-way controller here on the wheel. And that's going to have all my vehicle information in it. So it's going to have my trip information, my settings, things like that. Very simple to get through the menus. You can see here.
It's just pretty intuitive.
Exactly, yeah. So it's a menu structure that works on a hierarchy. So you can see, the right arrow is going to take me deeper into the menu. The left arrow is going to bring me back out. And then, of course, up and down is going to go through my different selections.
Now, as you're going through this, is there an option to turn on audio if someone wants to hear audio as it going through the options?
Sure. So audio is actually going to be on this side of the wheel, and you can hear it's actually been on. I just have the volume down really low so that you guys can hear me talk. But on the right-hand side of the wheel is actually where I'm going to have some of those controls. Okay. So this controller's got my volume up and down and my seek left and right, and that's going to go through my presets for audio or my tracks on my MP3 player. The M is going to go through my modes, so my sources, so AM, FM, Sirius, and then I've got some features below it too. So we've got your phone buttons here, and this is where your voice rec is going to be. And actually, the voice recognition system can recognize over 10,000 commands from the first touch of that button. Okay. Which is great because it's going to allow you to control all of the main areas of your system while keeping your eyes on the road, your hands on the wheel, giving you a safe interaction.
Awesome. Now, I'm sorry, you mentioned phone. So one of the cool things I think you guys still have is I could be on my Android phone, I could be on an iPhone having a conversation, and as I'm walking into the car, I can, hang the phone up or put it on pause and it get picked up.
You don't even need to put it on pause. It's automatically going to transfer over. So with Sync, once you've paired your phone, when you get into the vehicle, if you're in a phone conversation, it's going to automatically bring in the phone call, and it's going to go through the speakers in the system. Awesome. So now I can call anyone in my phone book. So I've actually got a phone connected. So with one touch of the voice button,
please say a command.
Call Jen Brace.
Calling Jen Brace on other.
So it's making a phone call now, and it's going to work going either way. So it's about to call this phone. So you can see that the phone call's coming in. Yep. I can answer it. And
say hi,
hang up, exactly. And then you get this weird echo with the vehicle.
Right.
But had I been in a call, I could get out of the vehicle and it's going to transfer it over to my phone, and it's going to keep it on my handset.
Very nice.
Or the other way around, if I'm coming into the vehicle and I start it up, it's going to bring it into
now, is that proximity, or is there anything you have to physically do to transfer those phone calls?
So you don't have to physically touch the phone at all to transfer it. It's just starting, or it's not even turning off. So you can actually still be on the car on the phone after you've turned off the car. It's once you open the door, it's going to transfer over.
Oh wow!
So once you're actually getting out of the vehicle, it's going to transfer over to just your cell phone instead of going through the speakers. Yep, and vice versa. If you're getting into the car, it's once you start the car, it's going to go through the system. So it'll just transfer directly over for you. Exactly. It's very seamless. I got to be honest. I use it all the time, especially
so there's always a protocol
if I'm talking to my mom or something like that. Yep.
That's fantastic. That really is.
Yeah, so it'll just transfer over for you. It does it all automatically, which is great because that way you never have to take your phone out of your pocket, out of your purse, wherever you keep it. You don't have to bother touching it. Same thing. So your music too. You've got. So you saw I had voice control over my phone.
Sure.
Very simple. I can do the same thing with music. So I've got here in my media hub. I've actually got a couple of USBs in here.
Oh, very cool.
There's an SD card slot, and then there's RCA jacks that are all going to work with the screen.
Very nice.
So I've got music on the USB here, so I can simply just choose any artist on there.
Please say a command.
Play artist The Beatles.
Playing artist The Beatles.
Very nice.
So that way, very simple voice command, it's going to be able to bring that up. Now, one of the other things...
I so want this car.
Yeah, I know, exactly.
And then one of the great things about it, too, is kind of cool, is that now you're going to be able to see your album art when it is playing. So we've actually got the screen set up so that each corner has its own color. You can see that phone is yellow. We were in phone earlier.
Now these are the various quadrants that you have, and these quadrants also have a specific, I guess, relationship with these two sides.
So actually, you're remembering what we have on the edge.
The older-
You're thinking of the
okay.
edge.
Right,
yeah.
right.
So in the edge, we've got dual screens, but in the
Right,
Focus,
okay.
we only actually had room for the single screen.
Gotcha, okay.
So we just put vehicle information here. So
Okay.
it doesn't actually have the tie-in
Okay.
with colors because it's just going to be your vehicle information,
Okay.
which is similar to what you had on the left-hand side
Right.
of
I
your
remember that
edge.
from last year, yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So everything's going to be all your media, your
Okay,
multimedia
right
is going to be
there.
contained here, but you still get the color, the quadrant. So that way because you can see that red hue, you know where you're at.
Sure.
With climate, you see the blue
Okay.
hue, you know where you're at. Your map, of course, you're going to get green.
Now everything in the car can be controlled through voice commands, whether it be air conditioning, heating.
So all of the main functions in these 4 quadrants can.
Okay,
So definitely,
gotcha.
your climate, your navigation, your phone, your media. There's a few things that aren't going to be controllable by voice.
Right.
So for instance, some of my settings, I can't do, for instance, some of the system settings. I can't take my phone settings and do everything by voice.
Gotcha, okay.
But the main things, the big things that you're going to
Right.
want to do while you're driving, we do enable by voice.
Now, is Ford working with third-party applications or vendors to include additional software? Let's say, like, for example, if I'm driving home and I have like a home link, can we do something like that as well?
So you're probably, I'm not sure if you've heard about AppLink, which is something that we've got on the Fiesta, where it's going to take applications that you have on your phone
Okay.
and allow you to integrate them into the vehicle and
Okay.
control them by voice. So something like Pandora,
Okay.
having Pandora streaming off of your phone,
Right.
you're going to actually be able to thumbs up, thumbs down, change
Oh, very
stations,
cool.
all by
Okay.
voice. It's going to integrate seamlessly into the
Okay.
vehicle.
And what models are Ford Touch available on?
So MyFord Touch is actually out on the market today in the 2011 Ford Edge, on the 2011 Lincoln MKX. It'll be out later this year on the 2011 Ford Explorer, and then it comes out next year on the 2012 Ford Focus.
Fantastic. I also have to say that this car is remarkably quiet.
Yes,
It's a
I know.
very quiet
it
car.
is. It's
Very,
very
very
serene
quiet.
in
Yeah, you're
here
right.
when it gets nice and when it gets all crazy out there. We get to have our little oasis in here.
Well, thank you so much.